Want to say hi to everyone?
No.
No? Okay. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is another exciting day. I'm opening this box full of new batteries that I'm excited to test out. I just want to talk to you about the realities of trying to kind of start your own drone thing. First of all, I just want to let you know that like any drone business, any store that's selling drone stuff, like I really don't know how they make profits, because when you think about what it takes to kind of get all this stuff over here, even if you get it at wholesale prices. So for me, I'm buying things, I'm trying to buy things to start making custom drones. Anytime something comes out, you always hear people complaining about the prices and stuff. But consider this, just to kind of help you understand, get some perspective. If I go buy these batteries at the store, I'm paying probably about $20–25 Canadian plus tax. But for me to order them wholesale, I have to order a certain amount, which costs a lot of money because you have to order that amount. And by the time the American dollar gets transferred to Canadian, it all gets shipped over here, and then the fees and all that. These end up costing me about $15 each, and then I'm selling them for $20 to $25. So I'm making $5 to $10, but I'm spending $15. So I'm spending more to be able to make something later, but you have to be able to upfront that money in the first place. And every single different company that you order parts from, you have to do that all over again. So for instance, this box of batteries cost me $178 just to ship over here. So it's like it takes all that kind of money savings that you've made and just kind of tossed it down the toilet. And now when you think about companies that are building drones, lots of the time they're manufacturing all their own parts. So they have their motors, they have their frames, they have their flight controllers, they have all the parts and they're making them themselves. For somebody that wants to do this on their own, you have to find a company that's going to get you your flight controllers. So then you try doing that and try ordering 10, 20 flight controllers at a time, and they're costing you still like at least like $40 or so. So you're spending like thousands of dollars just to kind of get those parts. Then you got to ship them over. Then you got to do that with the motors. Then you got to do that with the VTX. You got to do it with all the parts. And the chances of you finding a company that has all of it for you are very low, unless you just want to do it as easy as possible. So anyone that wants to give you something kind of special, something where it's like they've picked the best parts to put something together for you. If you're not a big company dealing with huge bulk, like I want to build about 5 to 10 drones at a time. And what I've learned from this whole experience is that every company that you order stuff from, you have to pay like FedEx fees and importing fees and the weight fees of like sending it over. So it ends up being something that costs probably more time and money than it's worth. Anyone doing it, I believe now, is truly doing it like as a passion project. So when you look at people like Bob Rugi, or sorry if I don't say your name right, where with his like the way he has it set up, and at first I saw him like, wow, he charges a lot to put the drones together, but you know what? It takes a lot of work to do all that, and I don't even think it's something that I could ever make a living doing. I'm just hoping to be able to kind of fly for free, like it just kind of cover the cost of me being able to have this hobby and enjoy it and whatever. But I wanted to kind of give you that reality check, because I didn't realize that. Like the journey that I'm going along with drones right now is kind of, it's fun, and even if it does become like a little mini business for me, it'll never be I don't think it'll ever be a really good one. Consider this to hairdressing, okay? I'm a hairdresser, and at the hair salon I charge $50 for a men's haircut, and I charge $80 for a woman's haircut. Or if a woman wants a men's haircut, I'm not going to charge her $80 for that, but that's like a whole other discussion. But basically, when I cut hair, I make 100% profit almost. I have to pay rent for my little hair salon, but other than that, I'm not spending money every time that I have to do a haircut. So do one woman's haircut, make $80 or spend forever building a drone that costs me probably over $200 to make and then sell it for $300, and I'll probably be making around the same type of profit but having to do way more work. So it really, to me, it's not the greatest business idea, and that's why we're not seeing people really, you know, building as many custom drones as what could be possible. And then the people that you see that are doing it, lots of the time they're, you know, like, look at the frames. Lots of the time they're not printing their own frames and stuff. They're sending you to other companies to buy their frame there because of all the work that it takes if you're doing all this stuff for yourself. I just thought, I don't know, this would be a good time to just kind of talk to you about that. On to batteries. I've had this idea of building some sub 250 bashers. Like, just, you know, you've seen the tiny trainer, and that's geared more towards racing. And you've seen all these like beautiful 5 inches that look super cool with all the 3D printed parts. I really love like the Vega frames, the gravity, like the S bangers all fly. And I also like those squished, really strong ones. So I want to make something kind of like that in the sub 250 category, like just a tiny basher. And the idea is to have 2 configurations. So one is going to be all 4S batteries, and the other is going to be all on 3S batteries. And I like this idea because it means that when I fly my 4S batteries and one day like I smash it or break it, I can take the 3 left cells and turn it into a 3-cell battery and then fly it on my 3-cell drones. My 3-cell drones? My 3S drones. So I found 2 motors that I really like. The 1504.5s from Brother Hobby. And I have a 1300 little 3S motor that's fun to work with. I'm testing out these Coddar batteries. And I don't know what the heck is in what because it's just labeled on the boxes. So let's try and sort these out.
What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!
When dealing with all the companies that are selling you stuff, lots of them, if you're not spending over a certain amount of money, they don't even treat you as nice because it's just like they look at you kind of like a waste of time. So that always stinks. I went to the different battery companies, to Tattoo, to G&B, to a pile of different ones, and just I ended up really enjoying the customer service and everything I got from Coddar. He treated me really nice, and what I also like about them as a company is that they are progressing. So lots of the batteries that we see the same thing over and over again, and not a lot of companies are really just moving forward. They make something and then that's how it is. What I really liked about Coddar is the customer service was excellent. He was really good to me the whole time through ordering and whatever. And I've been flying R-line batteries, I've been flying Coddar batteries, G&Bs, and some other batteries, but what I found was I'm getting better flight time kind of out of the R-lines. I'm getting a bit more maybe power, like it feels good, like nice power, but the flight times are not really as long, like they're a bit shorter. And I found with the Coddar I was getting in between, where it was like decent flight, decent power, nothing like spectacular, but it was good enough. And the G&Bs, because I'm flying different things too. The G&Bs, I liked the 900. There's these yellow 900 mAh ones that are like around 100 grams or less. With the Coddar 750s, already he's moved on to a newer one. So these ones are 90C, but these ones are 750 110C. So he's kind of upgraded them already. I got these batteries to test and see what I like the feel for. The 4 batteries that I'm going to be working with are the 750s 110C. These guys weigh 94 grams. The 650s, 80 grams. 3S 650s weigh 62 grams. And this is another battery I'm really excited about. Because the 750 here, it weighs 93 grams. But this here is a 1150 mAh and it's 91 grams. This is the largest capacity I've seen, like on a light little 4-cell battery, so I thought that was pretty cool. It's only 60C, it's 4 cells, and it's 1150 mAh, so I think this will be interesting for people that want to kind of cruise more and be able to just go on a longer flight that's not as nuts, but it's pretty light. So I'm gonna test it out and see what this battery is like. I would rather have the better performance and a shorter flight time than carry around a heavier battery, not get as good flight time, and feel kind of the wonkiness flying around freestyle sub 250. So I'm thinking that, who knows, maybe the 650s will be my favorite. I'll have to test between, I don't know whether I'm going to like the 650s more or the 750s more, so that's why I ordered the most of those. I also got a fireproof bag, that way. Hopefully this works the other way around, because I figured, you know, this is one of these bags where you put in all your important information, all your important, you know, papers and whatever, and if the house burns down, this is supposed to keep it safe. So hopefully if it does, you know, go on fire or something, it works the other way too, or maybe I'm just an idiot. If you know any better, maybe let me know, because I'm planning to store the batteries in here for protection, or just to like keep things extra safe, and I won't stick any important documents in there. I'm going on this journey now to try and find, you know, test different things and find what is the most enjoyable freestyle sub 250 drone I can hopefully eventually have available for people to try as well, right? I have really bad ADD and a hard time concentrating, so the big thing that's stopping me right now is 3D software. I want to learn how to start building frames and cutting frames and using a 3D printer and all that to start making the things in my head, because I have different ideas. I want to try making a drone that is kind of like solid plate, almost like the Baby Hawk type of thing, but better. Then I also want to try kind of doing them with replaceable arms to see if it's going to really make that much of a difference. I'm going on a journey. If you like sub 250 freestyle and excited for something new, crazy, because it's like I have no desire to learn 3D software. I don't want to really learn how to do any of that stuff, but it's like I have to now learn this stuff to be able to create the things that I have inside my head. If you think that's interesting and you want to come along that journey with me, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We're almost at 200 subs, so we're going to be giving away the Baby Hawk frame soon. If you haven't got in on that, go to the I think it's the, I don't know, it's in one of those. It's in one of my videos, you can find it. Thank you all the wonderful people for hanging out, and I'm gonna stop talking now.